Shalom Yashala. I'm gonna start this lesson by giving all praise, all glory, all honor, all blessing, all truth, all wisdom belong to our power, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that teach us well and rule well to the Akwakodash, and salutation to you, Akiam, that's in highways and byways doing this work in truth and sincerity, to what they focus to the earth, and most respect unto the elect and the full elect, sons and daughters of Yashala, that step in the way of righteousness in the name of Yahweh, Yahusha Mashiach, Shalom, Shalom. To this lesson, the M.O.T.B, Arizona man, say neuralink, brain implant, help him take control of his life, right? That's the miracle of Esau Edom doing upon this earth, to deceive people upon this earth, man, to make it acceptable, make the image of the beast acceptable in the eyes of the people of this earth, okay? And that's what Esau Edom is planning to do, using those people to put an image up there that it's okay to take the M.O.T.B, to take the microchip, right? To put in your brain or in your forehead, in your hand or in your forehead, right? And there are this article from Fox News of all those news station, okay? News article you can have is from Fox News, okay? One of the major Babylon, aka America news papers or article you can find. Okay, this from Fox News. Neuralink brain implant help Arizona man regain control of his life. Okay, Nolan Arbor, the first Neuralink brain implant recipient, speak about how Elon Musk technology restore his independence after paralysis. Okay, they're talking about the miracle. Let's listen to that, what he got to say.
Neuralink, founded by Elon Musk in 2016. That same year, 2016, Texas A&M student Nolan Arbaugh was left paralyzed from his shoulders down after a swimming accident. That accident changed his world forever, but thanks to Musk, Nolan became the first ever recipient of the Neuralink brain chip and got control back of his life. Here's how it works. It's designed to replace a small portion of the skull, and it fits under the patient's skin. Small needle threads are then inserted to allow for two-way communication between the implant and the brain. The chip can then communicate with outside devices. I had the chance to talk to Nolan directly and hear firsthand his story. I wanted to share it with you. Here's our conversation. Nolan, thanks so much for being with us here today. I feel like I'm looking at a modern medical miracle here in talking to you.
You see, he said, I don't know what this thing says. He said, Jesus is what? Let me see. Okay.
Tell us how this has changed your life.
It's kind of hard to put into words, honestly. Before Neuralink, I just wasn't really doing much. Wasn't getting out of my house. I wasn't being able to communicate with the world. I wasn't having a lot of fun. I was just kind of lying around doing a whole lot of nothing. And after Neuralink, I feel like I have a purpose. I feel like I can do anything. I feel like I can find work. I feel like I could go back to school if I wanted, just become a functioning member of society. I've reconnected with a lot of my friends and family. I've reconnected with the world. It's been an incredible journey, and I am incredibly grateful. I feel super blessed.
So, Nolan, so that everybody at home understands exactly how this Neuralink device works, you don't have control of your arms or your legs, so you had an inability to operate a computer, I would assume, prior to Neuralink. So now you can simply think something and the computer will synchronize with your thoughts?
Yeah, it's maybe not as simple as that, I guess. I think a lot of people think that I can control a computer by thinking, open this application or, do this, type that, do that, and the computer will just sort of make it happen. I have control of a cursor, so I move a cursor around, and I can like click, left click, right click, middle click, move around a computer and do that. I have a little virtual keyboard that I use, and so that's how I control the computer. But it's all with my thoughts. I just think where I want the cursor to go. I think where I want it to click, and it listens.
That's incredible. I feel like, Nolan, I've seen perhaps other stories of people that have learned to use their eyes or cursors that track their eye movements, but that's not what you have to do. You can simply think, and the Neuralink then will make the cursor do whatever it is you think.
Yeah. I think a lot of people think it's like an eye tracker. There are certain devices that will, just track your eye movement. Then you can control like a computer or a tablet that way. That's not how this works. I can be looking off to the left or right, hold conversations with people, and be moving the cursor around. It's all with my thoughts, so it doesn't have anything to do with my eyes. I can close my eyes and it works. I've actually fallen asleep a couple of times, and it'll still move around the computer and click on things. So yeah, it's all through my motor cortex of my brain, and all those neurons firing with machine learning and AI. It syncs up, and that's how I control the computer.
Nolan, did it take training for you to learn how to use Neuralink?
Yeah, it's very intuitive. I think people, if they decide to get it in the future, will be surprised at how easy it is to use. There is a learning curve, if you will. You calibrate the implant. So you do certain things, do certain actions, and think certain things. And over time, the algorithm will learn your intentions and give you control. It was pretty simple. It's come a long way since I first used it. It was taking me a bit longer, but nowadays it's very, very easy, and I can only imagine how much easier it'll be when it becomes public.
So you mentioned to us earlier, Nolan, that you may go back to school. You may be able now to get a job. I'm curious, what would you say to the guys at Neuralink? What would you say to Elon Musk?
I mean, I'm just beyond grateful. It's an incredible privilege to be a part of this, and have someone like Elon Musk, one of the most powerful men in the world, so involved, so interested in affecting my life and people with disabilities right now. I just can't even put it into words. And the guys and gals at Neuralink, they are the hardest workers that I've ever met in my life, and they have such passion for helping people. So I just want to say thank you to all of them. They have changed my life in ways that they may never fully understand, and I don't think I could ever thank them enough for all that they've done for me.
Well, I said at the outset, Nolan, I feel like I'm talking to a modern medical miracle, and we appreciate you sharing your story with us here. Thank you, Nolan.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
As you can see, the miracle that Neuralink have done for this man, right? You say to gain control, but this man I haven't done. I call this thing move his hand, move his legs and stuff like that, move his body and at all. But that's the next step, okay? But the brain is after his brain working right now, okay? With AI, you see, AI, you see, man and machine, man with AI, man, okay? That's the next step of Esau Edom. Talk of immortality is to connect man with machine, make with artificial intelligence, right? And that's why when you go to this let's go to I will share 2 verse 1. I will share 2 verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set upon the tower, and will watch to see what it will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I'm reproved. And Yahweh power answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that it may run that read it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak. The vision of the M.O.T.B, of the mark of the beast, is speaking right now. And you see, we got this man speaking, okay, about the effect of the brain of the M.O.T.B in your head, in your forehead. And this man got one in his forehead, and he's talking about the advantage and the control that got over his life. That's the miracle that the Bible speak of, right? That's that vision that John, the revelator, have seen. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon table, that he may run that with it. If you read that the prophecy of the M.O.T.B, the mark of the beast, you're gonna run with it, and you see find out those kind of miracle they're making with it. It's became plain upon table, man. And started with the elders, the apostle, great millstone, man, that put this in motion, okay, to the nation of Israel, and to give the warning to the Wakakudash of Yahweh, Wa Yahusha Mashiach, right? To not take it, to give the warning to the nation of Israel, of Yahshua, to not take the M.O.T.B, man, and to make it the vision plain upon table for understanding, okay? For the vision is yet for not put the time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it surely come, it will not tarry. At the end of the day, the prophecy is no longer tarry, okay? It's in your front of your face, man. The M.O.T.B is mainstream media. It's mainstream, okay? It's in front of your face. There's no denying this thing, right? And this is wicked devices, man, okay? Promoting this is the wicked hard desire. This man mentioned, Elon Musk is a great man, great businessman on the earth, and to help people. No, they're not create this thing to help you, man. They create this thing to have control over the people, the population of this earth, man. Okay, and to bring the new world order with the digital dollar, man. To have total control over the earth, man. Okay. Okay. It's Psalm 10, verse 3. For the wicked boasted of his hard desire and blessed the covetous. That's the way the covetous, the man himself. Could Esau for eternity, okay, for a long time, it couldn't have couldn't covet men like the way it can now with the technology that the Lord put in their mind for them to create, especially the M.O.T.B, the neuralink, okay, brain implant, man. Now they find a way that in themselves that they're gonna have control over the population of this earth, man. Whom the Lord abhor. And that's why the Lord hate Esau Edom, man. That's why the Lord despise Esau Edom, man. And that's why the Lord gonna destroy them. Okay? Who the Lord abhor. You see, the Lord despise the way of those of Esau Edom, of the wicked, man. The wicked to the pride of his countenance will not seek after God. God is not in all his thoughts. You see the man the shirt that's on, he said Jesus wise. Okay? Not one time in that thing. This man think the Most High, man. But he give credit to Elon Musk and the man and woman that designed I call this thing the neuralink. That's what he give credit to. Okay. God is not in all his thoughts. This man thought, and his thought, the Lord is not in his thought, man. As much as he put that shirt on, man, the true power, the true name of the Savior is Yahushua. It's not Jesus Christ. Okay? The Christian says Jesus is rising, something like that, right? But the Most High is not in his mind, man. Okay? 5, his way are always grievous. That's the grievous ways. When you said to deceive, okay, that judgment are far above out of his sight. The judgment of the Lord is far above his sight, because all he wants is total control and power over the earth. As for all his enemies, he puffed at them, okay, and he was puffing at himself, right, at his enemies. Say, oh, I got the technology, I got this first. I'm gonna take control over the earth first. That's in their mind, man, okay, because they got the power to do those miracles and those things they're doing, man. Okay, now it's spreading to the four corners of the earth, even though they're acting independently, those other nations, right? But they still get the same device from Esau Edom, aka Babylon, aka America. Okay, because from bourgeois, America is the bourgeois of Esau Edom. He has said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall not never be in adversity. And that's why they move in their mind. They will never be moved. They'll always be in power and control and in power. And that's what they're working on, okay? That's why they're working toward total control of this earth. Okay, so they can, so they not be moved, and so they never be in adversity. So they still gonna have control even when everything went down out here. That's it. That's the way they see this earth. That's the way they looked at this earth, man. Because for a long time they always want to have control over man, and now they see that thing is in their sight. Okay, when they're about to fill their belly, in themselves, they say, yo, we're gonna eat good out here. We're gonna fill our belly. We're gonna do our heart desire. That's Esau Edom for you, man. We're gonna do miracles out here. We're gonna bring the image of the beast back, which is the woman empire. The same thing that the woman empire, the Grecian empire, and the Babylonian of old, they couldn't do. In their mind, they say they can do it now. Okay, now they have the technology, they have the AI, artificial intelligence now, to to uh, to uh, to mix man with machine out here. Okay, let's go to Revelation. All right, Revelation 13. Revelation 13, verse 12, and he exercised all the power of the first beast before him. It's America. America exercised all the power of the first beast, which is the Roman Empire, and caused the earth and them that dwell therein to worship the first beast, which deadly wound was hell. Okay, the Roman Empire take a deadly wound. It didn't exist, man. Okay, and now that same Roman Empire is back under another name, under the fashion. Okay, and it do great wonders. Okay, uh, and it do great wonders so that they make fire come down from heaven on the earth and the side of men. Hey, who drop a bomb in Hiroshima and Japan, right? Two nuclear weapons they drop out in there. That means miracle. It make the heart of men scared out here of him, right? That's a great miracles, because no weapons on the earth could have done that much damage on the earth until Esau Edom dropped those two bombs, right? And deceive them that dwell on the earth. And Esau put himself as the ultimate power upon this earth, man. And that's why you have the power to deceive those them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles. And that's the kind of miracles they do. They bring the microchip. Okay, merge man with machine. Okay, AI or with artificial intelligence, right? That's a mean of miracle of those miracles out here, which you have power to do in the side of the beast. Okay, you have the power to do in the side of the beast. Okay, how you do this on in the side of the beast? You make it happen. You make it for everyone to see. Okay, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image of the beast, which have the wound by the sword and did live. The same the same way of the beast back then, it's the same way again. Okay, when someone when the Lord say, make me out of my image, right? The Lord is saying, all he's saying is that if by the law, by the way of Esau Edom, by the beast system, you have to do exactly what they tell you to do. And if you obey and break the commandment of Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushua, you bow down to the image of the beast, which have the wound by the sword and did live. The Lord went down the Roman Empire by the sword, man. And now the Most High, after 1,000 years, the Most High bring them back. Okay? And he have power to give life unto the image of the beast. Okay? That the image of the beast shall both speak and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And this thing happened before, it's about to happen again, man. And because now they have total control. That's the control they want on this earth. They're gonna have understanding what you're thinking, what your body is doing. Okay. And now, if you don't want to worship the beast, if you don't want to do exactly what they tell you to do, you're gonna be put to death out here, or they're gonna cut you off from civilization, man. Okay, or from the system that they create from the worldwide system that they created, man. Okay. Verse 16, and he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that hath the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. And that, I mean, say, hey, you can use his brain to use the computer. Hey, you can use your brain to connect to your phone, your computer, to buy and sell. You can do whatever you want with it, man. The guy said, now it's ready to go back to work. That's buying and selling. Yeah, if you work, it's an exchange. You work and you receive money. That's still a buying and selling also, man. Okay, with that, this man gonna go up there and get it to work. Next thing you know, they're gonna put some they're gonna bring machine and connect it to his hand and thing and his legs, and everything is working again. His spine and everything is working again. That's exactly the next steps, man. Verse 18, his wisdom, let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 600 threescore and six. That's 666, right? That's exactly what it is, man. Okay. That the M.O.T.B, the microchip, the neuralink brain implant chip they put in your head, okay, or in your hand. Those things gonna shape the world that we live in, and Esau knows it, okay. And let's go to Revelation 18, man. 18 verse 23. And the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee, and the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee, for thy merchants with the great men of the earth, and for by thy sorceries was all nations deceived. That's exactly what they do, man. By sorceries, man. By the miracles that they do, they're gonna deceive the whole nation. That they're gonna say the M.O.T.B, the microchip, is the way of the future. Okay. Even men that's not even paralyzed, they're gonna put the chip in their brain, and they're gonna tell them, oh yeah, I'm gonna give you more intelligence, that AI intelligence, artificial intelligence again, or it's gonna make you smarter, braver, faster. Okay, because they're gonna to tell you again, the neuralink brain implant is for the future. And next thing you know, it's to the control over your body. Okay, and now, but with taking that thing, there's consequences for that. Revelation 14, verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark and his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mystery. See, if you receive his mark in your forehead or in his hand, that man you see right here, he got the mark in his forehead and his brain. Okay, and a lot of people already got the M.O.T.B, the microchip in their hand. That's what coming if you take the M.O.T.B, if you take it in your brain or in your hand. So it's coming for you. Verse 10, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture unto the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. That's exactly what will happen to you, man. And your higher power by Hashem Yeshua team, that if you do that, you're going to be destroyed. And the presence of the angels and the presence of Yahweh Shai. When you come back, when you bring the chariots, you're gonna be destroyed. And before that, verse 16, that's one part of the judgment that's coming upon you if you take the M.O.T.B. Revelation 16, verse 12, verse 2. And the first went and poured out his vows upon this earth, and they fell in noisome and grievous sore upon the men which have the mark of the beast, upon them which worship his image. If you have the mark of the beast in your hand or in your forehead, and you worship in agreement with his image, with the image of a system of this world that the Babylonian enacted upon this earth, you're gonna be paying, man. Okay, it's gonna be like, I call this thing, pour out his vow upon this earth, therefore a noisome and grievous sore upon the men. See, a sickness gonna come upon you, like an ulcer, like cancer, like cancer, man. Like put a bunch of like little pimple, like big pimple upon your arms, man. It's like ulcer. But it's like those things that's in M.O.T.B gonna make your skin crawl, man. Okay, and gonna infect you. Affect your whole body, man. Okay, and people gonna suffer for taking the M.O.T.B, man. And with that, I hope you brothers and sisters edify. I'm gonna close this lesson by giving all praise, all glory, all honor, all blessing, all truth, all wisdom belong to our power, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem Ukakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that teach us well and will well to the Akwakudash, and salutation to you, Akiam, that's in highways and byways doing this work in truth and sincerity. Shalom, shalom.